So the third thing I want to touch on in the Start Here playlist is actually where you start. And I would recommend that you all start. If you're starting a fitness journey, if you're starting strength training, if you're starting cardio, if you're starting a sport, if you're starting going from sedentary to active, we need to start with testing and a doctor's visit. So let me give you some guidelines here. I am not a doctor. I cannot give you medical advice. So what I'm going to do is to tell you what I did, why I did it, and hopefully that gives you some insight into some things that are a good idea for you. Number one, I went and got what's called a VO2 max test. You've seen them on the movies where they strap this mask to your face and they make you run on a treadmill till you pass out or close to it. It's a miserable test. I'm going to tell you right now, it is no fun at all. But what that did is it gave me a starting point for my cardiovascular health. Your VO2 max, which is the measurement that test measures, is a really good indicator of how long you're going to live. It's a really good indicator of your cardiovascular health. So if you want to improve your cardiovascular health, which we all should as we age, that test and getting that test once a year to see what kind of improvements you're making is a really good idea. Another thing is getting what's called a DEXA scan. A DEXA scan is going to show you how much body fat you have. So the number on the scale isn't always the greatest measure. If you're following me on my training vlog, I talk about this quite a bit. Just managing the number on the scale isn't always that great. You don't want to lose muscle, for example. You want to lose body fat. So a DEXA scan will help you. The DEXA scan will also show you how much visceral body fat you have. Visceral body fat is fat that's formed around your organs, so around your liver, around your heart, and that's really bad for you. So this is why sometimes, like, everybody's got that uncle with the big giant kind of barrel belly. But if you touch, like, you can't pinch a bunch of fat, like, it's solid, right? Like, no, it's just, that's all muscle. No, just the fat is under the muscle and it's around the organs. That's really, really bad for you. So having a DEXA scan is helpful. If you can't go get a DEXA scan, you can't go get a VO2 max, a good smartwatch will help you estimate your VO2 max. You don't need an $800 Apple Watch. This one is by a company called Amazfit. It ran me $250. They sell less expensive models. I think their least expensive models like $150. It shouldn't cost you a lot. This will estimate your VO2 max. You can also Google online how to figure out your VO2 max. It's called a walking test. So there's other ways to do it than taking the test. And then if you can't do the DEXA scan, because those are kind of expensive, you can definitely get a scale that tells you your body fat. Now, I will tell you right now, they are not accurate. They will not tell you how much body fat you actually have. But since they're inaccurate in the same way every time you get on them, they do a great job of telling you when that body fat is going up or down. So that's all you're looking for, is you're looking for that body fat to go down. So that's a good proxy for that. Now, before you do those two things, I highly recommend you go see your doctor and just your general practitioner. I don't necessarily recommend men's clinics, for example, where they're big into the testosterone replacement. I'm not saying you do or don't need, but I'm saying let your regular doctor make those recommendations, because what happens is I've had clients go to these men's clinic centers or women's health centers. And what happens is if you're a hammer, then every problem you see is a nail, right? And unfortunately, for folks who don't need some of the treatments that they offer, all they do is offer those treatments. So what I would say is err on the side of caution. Find yourself a good doctor. By good doctor, I mean, does your doctor actually spend more than 5 minutes talking to you about your health? I drive 45 minutes away to go see my regular doctor because I shopped doctors until I found one who actually would sit and talk to me about diet and exercise and health markers and why he thinks certain things are a good idea and why he thinks things aren't a good idea. And I know that for some of you, those are hard to find, but I would strongly recommend finding a doctor like that and having an appointment to start off and go, hey, here's where I am. And then get the blood work that they recommend to go along with it. Again, I am not a doctor. I cannot give medical advice. I'm not a doctor and don't play one on the internet. But for me, going to my doctor, having this conversation, getting blood work done, knowing where my blood sugar was, knowing where my cholesterol was, and things like that, that's going to be important to know where you're starting, so that you know what you need to work on, and also to know if you're healthy enough to do some things. They may give you some exercise restrictions. So step number 3 on the starting playlist here is see your doc, get cleared for workouts and training, and then also figure out where your starting points are by doing some testing.